My salutations to viewers and coins of the vault alike. I am Tatsumari, the self-proclaimed keeper of Maplestory lore. There are many who do it, but I am the only one who does it like me. Ha ha ha! So today we are going back into Maplestory and we are going to see how far along we get in the Adele storyline. Now, as far as I can tell, I have managed to get the character that we started with last week. I managed to get it all the way to level 200, so we should have the entire thing open to us of all of the mainline storyline part of it, all of the job advancement storylines, all of the little secrets at the very end, and all of that good stuff, all the way to level 200, so we should have the entire story open with no breaks in between. Oh, maybe one little break to kind of see what happens at the end of the Arcane River. But other than that, yeah, we have the entire thing going open. Mama Rednecks over on Twitch, welcome, welcome. How are you doing this morning? Or at least it's morning for me. I don't know about you, but it's morning for me. Alrighty. So, with all of that said, let me see. Let me move some stuff around over here on my side. I will admit, it was quite stuff. Oh, that low number hurts. It needs to add up faster. Let's go! I want to see Adele. Yeah, I will admit, of all the classes, Adele is like the prettiest. Both in terms of what her skills are, and like especially with the class art right here, mix that all together, and it's like she's got like this terrifying beauty to her. I don't know if that makes sense. The only other one that's kind of like, I'm gonna stop talking now because I don't know where that thought was going, but yeah. Anyways, for those of you on Twitch, I'm actually going to put a small ad break on, so that way we can let stuff still happen, because without those ad breaks, I wouldn't be able to continue on doing what I'm doing. If you're immune to ads, cool. You're going to see a little animation of me convening with my dragon brethren as we discuss tales and possibly where the story of Adele is going to be going. If it ever gets maybe a revamp here and there, I don't know. But we shall see. And for those of you who aren't immune to ads, well, you'll be back shortly. And for those of you on YouTube, you will also see the little animation of me convening with my dragon brethren. We shall have a little fun there. I am going to go get some water myself while that is happening, so I don't dry out my voice all the way. Because as one person said, apparently I have a very soothing voice, so I'd like to keep that. But don't go anywhere. We shall be back after these massages. Alrighty. So, it appears we are back from the ad break. I hope everything is going good. And for those of you over on YouTube, yes, it's not that I'm completely ignoring you. It's probably because there is a little bit of lag between the time I see the message and between the time you actually hear me respond to it. It's not that I'm ignoring you. That's just the way it happens. Sorry. Thanks for reading my story. By the way, I made that in one day. Nice, Jinx. How you doing, by the way? All right. So we are here in Restonia. And, yes, you are going to see this message pop up periodically throughout the thing because it's thinking that I've already done my second, third, and fourth job advancements. I haven't because, you know, I've been saving it so that way we can have story for everybody. But now, let us continue. Last week, we did some digging. We got a couple of memories from Adele. Kind of figuring out what exactly Jerome has to do with the whole thing. And the fact that your so lovable, that's sarcasm by the way, noble is searching for a specific painting to unlock a seal on an ancient god, perhaps, which is all kinds of bad. So we are going to continue on that. And if I also remember, there's also been some hints at a, shall we say, a mild romance between Jerome and Adele here. Adelaide, excuse me. But, yeah, let us continue on from where we're at. And welcome to all viewers and coins of the vault. I hope you're at least mildly entertained by what you see here today. All right, let's go! Brooke.
I'm Jerome's most valued associate.
After action report. Oh, yeah. We tried to break into the noble's house just to see what's going on, and we had to make ourselves a very messy and speedy escape. So, yeah, that's right. We're picking up directly after this, and then we're going to see what happens.
I'm afraid we couldn't find the key you asked us to look into, boss. We searched everywhere.
But we did find an odd article of newspaper you want to see. Take a look.
Restonia Tribune, Morning Edition. A festival of historic proportions inside the Big Art Gala. A time-honored tradition, Restonia's Arts Festival begins in just 2 days. With artworks from around the kingdom set for display, the festival always draws a sizable crowd. But this year's event is surrounded by a special buzz. In an exclusive interview, Count Cedric revealed his hopes that the festival would outdo any in memory, and that his team of organizers has discovered a work that would lay bare shocking secrets from the kingdom's past. The theme of this year's festival is Past Meets Future. Continued on page 12. Shocking secrets from the kingdom's past. What could that mean? I'm not sure, but we heard the Count say he meant to use the festival as an opportunity to sell off the key. We have to stop him at any cost. All right. We have to get our hands on that key. Brooke, Laddie, have you guys learned anything about the arts festival?
Well, the invites are only sent out to nobility, but I managed to get my hands on a pair. The dress code is super fancy, and it's a masquerade. Masks are non-optional.
Also, word is the Count's planning to reveal his featured artwork at the end of the masquerade. Seems like he wants to make sure all the nobles get a good look at it.
That's perfect. We can just walk through the front door like invited guests. Let's start preparing to infiltrate the party. All right. Cool. It is now Jerome's 2. I want to have the bulk of our forces patrolling the streets on the day of the masquerade. There's no telling what the Count might do when things don't go according to his plans. Brooke, Laddie, and I will get everything ready. In the meantime, you and Boo can just sit tight. All right, Adele? Okay.
Did you see it, Simon? The legendary knight, here in my home. No doubt drawn here by my unsurpassed beauty. There can be no other explanation.
Yes. Cedric.
My goodness, you really are delusional, aren't you? Your precious knight was clearly in league with that sorry thief who broke into the residence.
My poor naive knight. Surely you've been misled or compelled somehow to assist that ruffian.
Compelled is one way to put it. Though, like, nicely compelled, shall we say.
As for the boy, he looked quite familiar. So I did a bit of digging. You'll never guess what I discovered. It seems he's the last prince of Estonia.
What? But I thought there was no one left with blood ties to the throne.
As did I. But after seeing the portrait, I'm hard-pressed to come up with another explanation. The resemblance is uncanny.
Then could the boy be trying to steal my crown?
I can't say, but he certainly overheard our plan. So he may very well try to expose us to the people.
That certainly hastens our timeline. The key, did you find it? We must deliver it to the High Flora.
Well, about that.
Oh, no. Ooh, pretty. The Count really spared no expense throwing together this event. I can't say I'm surprised after seeing the inside of his house. It's disgusting that one person should have so much while the people of the kingdom struggle every day just to get by. Someone like him should never be allowed to amass such power. Don't you agree, Adele? Indeed. Being around Jerome has felt so awkward as of late. Perhaps it was seeing the void again, knowing that all of this can be stripped away in an instant. No, I can't afford to get distracted. The mission is all that matters. After all, when my work here is finished, my duty as a knight will be ended, and the two of us will go our separate ways. All right. Voluntary rivets. You are now banned. Okay, let's see. Okay, cool. Back to it. He ran off again. Is something wrong? There's no point trying to understand Boo. He always does whatever he wants. Anyways, I'd better get going. I have to meet up with Brooke and Laddie to make sure everything's ready. Why don't you enjoy the art exhibit in the meantime? I'll come find you when the masquerade starts. And who knows? Maybe you'll find something that sparks your memory. Well, I'll see you in a little while. Me Official W over on YouTube. Welcome back. How you doing? And like I said before, it's not that I'm ignoring you, it just takes a second for me to actually, for you to hear what I'm saying versus what me answering the question. Oh, where am I from? Well then, I am a dragon from Oldesta. I'm currently using this body to make sure you guys get an entertaining show, and so that it's not quite I fit a little easier on screen. My true body is currently in a dimensional vault, and yeah, that's what I'm at. That's where I'm from. Before leaving to find his friends, the boy hands you a handsome, expensive-looking mask. But wait, We already went over the plan this afternoon. Me official, it is Old Desta. It is the home of all dragons, outside of space and time. And that's where I'm originally from. And this current body is actually, that I'm using, is actually from Maple World. So that is, I guess you could say, I'm from Maple World currently. Well, give me a minute here. I've got some stuff I gotta take care of. All right. Legendary Knight. Here we go. Perhaps I should heed Jerome's suggestion and look through the exhibit in hopes of restoring my memories. Should I head inside the residence? Well, I suppose if I must go inside, I should put on this mask and blend in with the crowd. All right. So we got ourselves a relatively fancy mask too. No description. Okay, cool. Ooh, pretty. All right, let's see. There we go. That is where I'm from. All right, let's go. I wonder if I've ever been to such an event. I certainly feel ill at ease in this gaudy atmosphere. Ancient manuscripts, fragments of an old keep. Oh, I kind of missed it. Wait, what's that? What do we have here? This pendant is a token identical to those presented to the knights who defended the previous god kings in centuries past. It is said to have been modeled after the gate to the royal palace. Centuries past. Knights who defended the god king. Oh, memories! Dozens of knights knelt, side by side. Their heads were bowed in solemn silence. I hereby proclaim you knights of the God King. The king presented a token to each knight, symbolic of their oath. He signaled each to rise in turn, clapping them on the back joyfully. He seemed a strong-willed but benevolent ruler. Above all other duties, I entrust you all with the protection of the Einherjar. Yes, Your Majesty. We live to serve. We swore an oath that day, that we would give our lives for our liege. It was a pledge engraved on our very hearts. None of us could have ever imagined back then that it would be so carelessly trampled on the fields of battle. The plaque refers to him as the previous God King. Does that mean he no longer lives? All right. Cool. It looks like the masquerade is about to begin. Jerome said he'd be back by then. Perhaps I should wait for him in the ballroom. All right, let's go! Time for dancing! Ha ha ha. For
He
those
should
of you
have been here by now. Where is that boy?
For those of you sharp of ear, yes, this is the ship music from Rihanna Strait.
Pardon me.
Hmm?
Would you care to dance?
Ooh, fancy.
Surprised to see me?
Don't sneak up on me like that.
Nah, sorry. Anyways, will you dance with me? We've got to try and blend in with the party.
I don't dance.
Don't worry, I can teach you.
Ooh.
Seeing him dressed up like this, he actually looks rather dashing. It's hard to believe this is the same naive boy I've been following around all this time.
Oh.
Hey, Adele.
Hmm?
There's something I've been meaning to tell you. I guess I was worried you wouldn't believe me. It's about my family. You see,
Uh-oh.
Jerome! I know he's nearby, but I can't see him among the crowd of arriving party guests.
Well, that was quick.
Adele?
Did someone just place their hand on my shoulder? Jerome, what did I just tell you?
May I have this dance?
Oh.
It's been a long time, Adele. I'm surprised to see you out and about.
You know me?
Of course I know you. Poor Adele. Having memory troubles, are we?
You know, something I will say right here on this. If it's somebody who knew her before, shouldn't she be using her full name, Adelaide? Yeah, he does.
Who are you?
Now where's the fun in telling you that?
Enough games. I could strike you down where you stand.
Ah, same old Adele. Always thinking with your sword. Are you really going to attack me in front of all these people? I thought not. I'm glad to see you're making new friends here. You and that boy seem very close.
You'll stay away from him if you value your life.
Don't be such a grouch. I'm only here to say hello. What would be the point of fighting with you in your weakened state? When next we meet, you'd best have recovered your full strength. I want the real Adele, the Royal Knight. Got it?
Ooh.
So step up your game, Adele. If you take too long, I just might have to play with your little boyfriend instead.
Oh, there it is. You heard it here. Jerome's her boyfriend.
Well then, I'll be seeing you.
Wait! With that, she vanished into the crowd. Before I could follow her, the Count appeared to make an announcement.
Jinx, to answer your question, my 4th of July was pretty good. Singing girl, thank you for the lurk. And I hope you're at least mildly entertained by what you see here today.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming. I'm Count Cedric, and it has been my solemn honor to guide this great kingdom in the absence of our late king.
Oh, stuff it.
We are gathered here to celebrate the commencement of our historic arts festival. Tonight, we have a selection of dazzling submissions from throughout the kingdom to share with you. Our presentation will begin momentarily.
Okay. Ah, there he is. Jerome, I found you again. Count Cedric's about to reveal his featured artwork. It's time. Adele, there you are. I've been looking all over. They're going to reveal the artwork any minute. Are you ready? When they turn out the lights, we'll grab the key. Be ready to move when I give you the signal. All right, let's get ready to go! If something goes wrong and I get caught, I want you to leave me and get out of here as fast as you can. Before I could respond, Jerome marched off into the crowd and vanished once more. The burden that boy carries seems especially heavy today. All right. Thank you all for your incredible patience. I'm delighted to say that the moment you've all been waiting for is upon us. Prepare to feast your eyes upon a most illuminating work.
No room for mistakes. Ready, laddie?
Of course. We practiced this a million times.
Oh, there we go. Now I'm starting to do it correctly.
1,
2.
3.
Oh dear, my apologies, everyone. We seem to be experiencing technical difficulties. The light should be restored momentarily, so please bear with us. Wait a second. This isn't the key. It's a painting. That's Father, the King of Restonia. Ha! Now I've got you! I should have heard the signal by now. Something's wrong. I'm going to get Jerome out of here. You walk your way through the crowd in the darkness until you recognize Jerome's silhouette. You grab him by the hand and lead him away, only to discover it's as cold as ice. Just as your eyes begin to focus to the darkness, a pair of metal shackles close around your wrists. You suddenly realize you're surrounded on all sides by the Count's guards.
Oh no!
Why must such a happy day be tarnished by sordid affair like this? Guards, take them away. You try to summon your blade, but find that the shackles have somehow nullified your magic. Aha! Ladies and gentlemen, my apologies for the brief disruption. It is time now to reveal our featured work, my own personal submission to this festival, The Fall of Kings. If I could have everyone's attention, I'd like to provide a little background on the painting before I unveil it. What makes this painting so compelling is that it lays bare a very uncomfortable truth about our fair Restonia. A truth that has been hidden for far too long in the name of preserving the kingdom's honor. You see, it was the poor judgment of Restonia's last king that drove the realm to the edge of bankruptcy. Through this painting, the failures of the royal family have been immortalized for all to see. All of us must face and acknowledge this dark chapter in our kingdom's history. For it is only then that we will be able to move forward into the future, unrestrained by the shackles of the past.
Okay.
No wonder everything was going so smoothly. The whole thing was a trap. Why didn't you tell me who you really were? If I had told you I was a prince, that would only have complicated things. And to be honest, it's not a title I'm particularly proud of. I really do want to save this kingdom. What better way to correct my father's mistakes? But I am sorry. All this is my quest, my responsibility. I never should have dragged you into it. Anyways, when the first opportunity presents itself, I want you to run. Don't worry about me, just get out of here. Cedric would force you to serve as his knight, if he could, and that'd be more than I can bear. Ah, my dear legendary knight. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. I've returned to free you from the clutches of that meddling this petty thief. But first there are some matters I must see to. Until then, I beg of you, be patient. I'll come back for you soon. I'll never serve as your knight, if that's what you're after. Never. My, I'm not sure what awful lies this disreputable vagabond has been telling you, but I'll be happy to correct them when I return. Enough of this! Why are you keeping us here? Such impudence! Do you not realize it's only by my good graces you still live? Both of you, please, stop this. My shift is nearly over. Let's get to the point, shall we? I'd like you to accompany the Count. Are you going to kill me or something? Of course not. You're still useful to us. If your usefulness were to run out, however, that would be a different tale. Jerome!
Uh-oh.
Meanwhile, in the manor corridor...
Boo-boo. Boo!
Uh-oh. All right, let's go.
Go, 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 go!
Uh-oh. This is going to be a little difficult. Ew, this is not good.
No!
Is that Boo I hear in the hallway? Perhaps I should delay taking any drastic measures. All right, let's try this again. Let's see if I can not screw this up.
I missed. Okay. Go away, guards. There we go. Now we're doing it. Boo. Boo.
Boo, are you here to aid me?
Boo.
Do you think you can undo these shackles?
Boo.
Boo began to spin about, shrinking as he went, until he had transformed himself into a small key. After a fussing about inside the lock a bit, he managed to undo the shackles.
Boo.
Good work, Boo. All right.
Boo.
Now that I can summon my blade, I can leave this place. The exit is surely guarded. My best bet for escaping undetected is to break the window and climb out that way. All right, let's go! Boo, please lead me to Jerome.
Boo.
The prisoner has escaped. What are you just standing around for? Go after them!
Boo. Boo. Boo.
What's wrong, Boo? Have you lost Jerome's trail? Time is running short. I must find Jerome before the court decides he's no longer of use. When I'm king of Estonia, I'll make this city a wonderful place to live, just as it once was. I'm not going to just go along with the choice of someone else as laid out before me. A king doesn't follow. They lead. I really do want to save this kingdom. What better way to correct my father's mistakes? I made a pledge to protect Jerome. I won't just let him die. This was the very spot where I agreed to be his knight, and it was here where I emerged from the void, the day we first met. Oh? Is this our second job advancement? The statue of a knight has a very strange aura. The knight statue atop the fountain begins to glimmer with a golden light. You hear a faint murmur on the wind. Is that coming from the statue? Should I approach it? Let's go! Is that a voice I hear coming from the statue?
You who are beloved by the sword, rekindle the flames of your oath. Its light is the only weapon that can defeat the darkness.
This is the voice I heard by the fountain the day I first met Jerome. The voice that told me to summon my blade. This light, it feels like a beacon, breaking through the cloud of darkness that is my mind. As you reach out to touch the mysterious light, a vision from the past floods to the surface. Oh, another memory!
Defend the gate! Crush the traitors! Ah! For the king! The gate must not fall!
There's only 10 of us left. If this keeps up, they'll break through in no time. No, I can't let it end like this. Must defend the gate! Is this the extent of your loyalty? Did your oaths mean nothing? How can you so casually betray all the knights stand for?
Okay. So what happened? The mysterious light has awakened something within you. A strength you did not know you possessed. Did I fail to protect my liege all those years ago? I don't want to fail another. I can't lose Jerome. I think there's a little bit more to her not wanting to lose Jerome. What do you guys say? Okay, so we got that. And now we can just put all our skills together and we are good. Aether Forge. Ethereal Arms. Alright, now things should be a little easier. Let me put all the skills together. This is the new one. Alright, Aether Forge. Okay, I think... Okay, we want this. Okay, we want this. No, that's automatic. Aether Forge. Okay. Alright, cool. I think I have everything. Ha 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 ha! Cool! So now, I believe we can put this here. Alright. Got that. Let me make sure... Okay. There's that. Okay. Alright, cool. I think we're good. Now, Boo! What you got for me, buddy? As the statue's glow fades, a strand of light slips from your closed palm and charts a winding course to the north. Curious. Should I follow this light?
Let's go!
Perhaps it can only be achieved by one with a direct royal lineage. Simon, bring the boy over here. The ancient key. It looks just like it did in the painting. I was starting to think the Count had made the whole thing up to lure me into his trap. I'm not gonna let you get away with this. You still haven't learned your place in my kingdom, have you? You're not a prince. You're no one. Just some petty back-alley thief. Royal blood no longer means anything in Ristonia. So why not accept it? Go quietly to your grave and spare me your jabbering. I will say this for you. Your sad little life wasn't completely in vain. After all, without you, I could never have gotten my hands on the ancient key. What happened?
Hey! You're the legendary knight?
You escaped the Count's soldiers?
After the boss got nabbed, we were hot on the Count's trail, just waiting for the right moment to save the day. But when the boss spotted us following, he signaled us to go back to the Count's mansion. We thought he was telling us to go save you.
So instead of saving the boss, we're going to rescue somebody who didn't even need our help.
The Count. Where has he taken Jerome?
Well, we can't be completely sure, but they're headed in the direction of the old keep.
Now that we know you're okay, we can all rescue the boss together.
I'm coming, Jerome.
Don't let her through!
Huh?
Okay. God. What's the term? Slay queen? Woo! Jerome is waiting for us on the other side of the ramparts. Okay, so Cedric, he is actually not. I don't think he's related to Jerome in any such way. I believe he was recruited by Jaren Darmore to find that key. Because in finding the key, it allows him to unlock the seal that's been placed on an ancient god. And as far as we know in the current storyline, as far as I know, Jaren Darmore, he has become the transcendent of life, who Alice was at the end of, or that we found in, or who Alice was during the Root Abyss storyline, as well as the end of the Heroes of Maple storyline. Though, in his awakening, he's awakened and he's come to the epiphany that all life is useless and he should end it all. So exactly what he's doing in trying to get this key, I don't remember, and I don't remember right off the top of my head if there is anything having to do with the key that has been mentioned in the game as of yet.
All right. Boo! What do you got for me, buddy?
My only way forward is to clear a path through the court's soldiers. They are all that stands between me and saving Jerome.
Right, let's go! Oh, little skill lag there. Okay. So I'm pretty sure... Hold on. Give me a second here. I need to look at my skills again with those crystals. Vanishes the limits of rings, leaving an aether crystal that replaces an existing crystal. Okay, Resonance Rush. Did I have... No, I did not. Okay. There we go. I knew there was a skill I was missing. There we go! That's what I was trying to do. Okay. Okay. It's just like the little animation right there. Now we're just going bonkers over here. Swords appearing everywhere. It gets pretty epic once you get to the higher levels. Uh-oh. There we go. Let's go!
Your night ship, we made it! Climb up the spider and save the boss. We'll stay here to make sure none of the court's reinforcements get through.
I see. Then fight well, my friends.
You have no right to decide the fate of the kingdom!
Oh, really? And I suppose that you do. You pretend you're some kind of hero, but the truth is you covet my power. You would depose me and crown yourself King of Restonia. Do you know how hard I've worked to wrest control of this land from lesser men? I won't just surrender the throne to some brat because he's got blood ties to a failed king!
Is this how it ends? After all I've done to save this land from the Count's greed, is he really going to get away with his betrayal? If you can hear my desperate plea, please, save me, Adele. Huh?
Oh, she is coming!
Jerome! I, Adelaide, knight to Jerome, the last prince and rightful heir of Restonia, have come to fulfill my oath.
Let's go! I've worked too hard for this to have my plans foiled by the likes of this brat!
My dear legendary knight, are you truly intent on following this pitiful street urchin to his grave? You would choose him over me, one who has beauty, brilliance, power, and wealth. What could he possibly offer you that I could not?
Release him.
The blood of the kings means nothing! I am superior to this gutter rat by every measure imaginable!
It has nothing to do with blood. One whose ego is so fragile that they spend every waking moment thinking only of themselves has no right being king. That is why I could never accept you as my liege.
How dare you! I won't sit here and listen to this nonsense! Perhaps when this brat is gone, you'll come to your senses. Simon, I'll trust you to handle this disruption. This boy and I have unfinished business.
Hold it right there, Count!
If you wish to stop Master Cedric, you'll need to get past me.
That's not gonna be very hard!
The Count is taking Jerome to the top of the spire. Looks like I've no choice but to hurry and deal with this butler.
Honestly, what does he expect me to do to stop you? My shift was supposed to have ended hours ago. Let's make this quick, shall we? I was hired to be this man's butler, not his knight. But I think when all this is over, it's only fitting I tender my resignation. All right, well, let's see if we can do this in one fell swoop. Oh, I guess not. Okay, cool. We're gonna get ourselves a little bit of a fight here. Is he throwing a baked chicken at me? Let me see. Yeah, he's throwing a baked chicken at me! Right, there.
I knew this job would be the death of me. Who will read the Master's bedtime stories?
That's pathetic!
Back from the castle.
I think that's the last of the Count's soldiers. We stopped them! We really did it!
I think our knight friend did most of the work wiping out the soldiers in the spire.
I hope they're both okay.
No, not again. I can't go back now. I have to hold on. I have to save Jerome.
Simon, you must be quite some butler to weaken the legendary knight as much as you have. All that remains is to hand this key over to the High Flora, and then my beautiful throne will be safe at last.
The Flora?
It seems all those stories about the power of the legendary knight were grossly exaggerated.
I'm fading again into the void. Is it because I've exhausted my magic reserves?
Are you so intent on protecting this boy that you would risk your own life? Very well. Then follow him to the gates of hell!
He's going to throw Jerome over the edge. I have to get up. I have to stop him. Ah!
Well, I'll be off then.
Jerome! Must I once again stand powerless to act as my liege is taken from me? No, not this time. I will never be helpless again!
You who are beloved by the sword, rekindle the flames of your oath. Its light is the only weapon that can defeat the darkness.
I'll save you, Jerome, even if it takes all of the strength left within this body! Just a little faster.
Adele, you can fly? I told you to leave me behind because I wanted to protect you, but I'm really glad you came for me. Thank you for being my knight. And for giving me faith. If you'd never come along...
We're under attack?
Adele, those are fireworks from the festival.
It's official. There are a couple. That's that's all I'm gonna say. There are a couple. Fight me.
Just relax and enjoy them. Beautiful, aren't they?
I suppose.
I've never seen fireworks from a place like this before. I don't think I'll ever forget this moment. I'll have to remember to brag about this to Brooke and Laddie.
I don't think I've ever seen you smile like this, Jerome. It seems these fireworks are a happy thing. I'm not sure I see it, but I never used to smile before I met you. Being with you gives me hope that perhaps even someone like me is worthy of happiness.
A few days.
You wouldn't believe it to see me now, but just a few days ago, I was the most important man in the kingdom of Ristonia. But it seems my finances could not keep up with the lifestyle I justly deserved. Now, with the debts incurred by the Arts Festival, my fellow noblemen are intent upon wringing their due from my beautiful corpse if need be. Thankfully, I have a way out. I need only deliver this key to a High Flora officer, and in a few days' time, I'll be back on top where I belong.
I don't think so, dude.
Sorry I'm late. I ran into a bit of trouble on the way over. But don't worry. I have your prize right here. Can it be? Nowhere in all the heavens did I think I'd ever encounter a beauty to rival my own. Tell me, O angel, what is thy name?
I was told you had something to give me. Where is it?
Oh, yes, as you wish. Within this box lies the treasure you seek. One might say the key to your ambitions. Allow me to open it for you. With the surrender of this key, I secure the life of luxury I've always dreamed of. Why, it's so lovely I could kiss it. Wait a moment. Did this key always have a face?
Hmm?
Huh? What? This isn't my key. Where is it?
Are you kidding me?
There seems to have been a mistake. If you could just give me a few days to set things right.
What a waste of my time. Take him away!
My lady, please! Surely we can work this out!
It seems he failed to secure the key. What a pity. I cannot protect him any longer. You may do with him as you see fit.
Fine. I'll leave it to you then. Do me a favor, will you? No more screw-ups.
I'll continue to investigate the key's whereabouts.
I'll see you again soon, Adele. I hope you're prepared. Next time, things won't end quite so well for you.
They call his monument the Heroes of the People. It seems they heard about what the uprising did to stand up to the Count. The people of Restonia all pitched in to have it built. Of course, it was actually you who defeated the Count's soldiers. Still, it's an acknowledgement of everything we've worked to achieve. The first step on the road to ensuring that Restonia will never again submit to the will of a tyrant. Whatever happened to the real key? It's right here in my pocket. You learn a lot of useful skills growing up on the streets. The Count was so distracted with his own speeches, he didn't even notice that when I swiped the key from under him. Boo! You played your part well too, Kaboo. Good job. As long as we can keep the key out of the wrong hands, Restonia is safe. That's why I plan on taking it far away from here. I'm supposed to meet up with everybody to celebrate at the Uprising hideout. We can save our goodbyes for after. Alright, so we're going to pause here for a minute because we have an ad break coming up over on Twitch. So you guys are going to get to see me convene with my dragon brethren as we discuss stories and tales and the like. And then when we return, we shall continue on with the story. So don't go anywhere. We shall be back after these massages. Alrighty. So, let's continue on over here. It's all good, Jinx. Alright. Jerome, we finished redistributing all the riches and treasures the nobles left behind when they skipped town. I don't think that I'd believe the extent of their wealth if I hadn't seen it myself.
Boss, you're really leaving us.
Take us with you!
Without the uprising, who will defend the kingdom of Restonia? Someone has to stay and lead them. I've already made up my mind. Only Boo will be accompanying me on my training mission. The situation in Restonia may be calm for now, but that can change in the blink of an eye. I want the uprising to stay vigilant and ensure that it doesn't happen. Got it?
If you say so, boss.
Come back and visit us once in a while.
Don't worry. We'll keep the kingdom safe while you're gone. Good luck on your mission. Well then, I leave Restonia to all of you. Oh, Brooke, laddie, can you fill Adele in on what I asked you to look into? Oh? We got stuff? We got stuff and knowledge? Before you go on your own merry way, we thought we'd scrounge up a little information that might be helpful in your journeys.
Which topic do you want to hear about first?
Grandis. Encyclopedia of Grandis, Volume 4. The realm of Grandis contains many populated worlds. Among its common races are the Flora, Anima, and Nova. Okay, so this still hasn't been updated yet. To Grandis used to be a bunch of planets, where now it is one planet with a bunch of continents. The Flora are believed to be the most populous of these, and control much of the settled territories. The realm of Grandis is protected and sustained by three omnipotent beings known as Transcendents. Jaren Darmor, the Transcendent of Life, Chronica, the Transcendent of Time, and Aeona, the Transcendent of Light. Jaren Darmor is also the reigning God King of the High Flora. It is said that, when the two were unable to reach a compromise, Darmor imprisoned Chronica and stole the Transcendent's power. The fallen Transcendent is said to dwell now in a place called the Chronica Sanctuary. And nothing of Aeona's current status or whereabouts is known. Okay, so the Chronica Sanctuary, I do believe I recorded a small thing. There was an event that happened a little while ago that I believe touched on the Chronica Sanctuary. I could be wrong, but I do have it recorded, and I'll see if I can get it up on my YouTube's channel soon. A Transcendent called Jaren Darmor. It's clear he is the successor of the God King I served, but I can't recall ever having heard of him. The High Flora and the Verdant Flora. Grandis, A History, Volume 29. In ages past, the High Flora and Verdant Flora were one people. However, escalating social tensions and differing philosophies would eventually divide the race into two factions known today. Sadly, this schism was fated to develop into full-fledged civil war. When the previous God King was slain by the Verdant Flora, both groups took up arms. The war was cruel and bloody, and just as the violence reached its peak, Jaren Darmor, the Prince of the High Flora, awakened as the Transcendent of Life. With his overwhelming power, he laid waste to the Verdant Flora. A long and bloody civil war between the High Flora and the Verdant Flora. Could that be the battle I saw in my memories? All right. Let's see. Interdimensional portals. The interdimensional portal is a gateway that can be used to travel between dimensions. It is said to be a rift in reality formed when one transcendent upset the balance of nature by stealing the power of another. It is believed that Darmor himself has traveled through the portal. There are actually several such portals scattered throughout Grandis. According to rumor, one of these portals can be found within Pantheon's great temple. The portal there is said to be linked to a realm known as Maple World. Extracted from the Shadow Dealer's Intelligence Hub. Okay. Maple World, let's check it out. Maple World is said to exist in a separate realm from Grandis. The land is believed to be a wild frontier, ripe for adventure. Maple World is also said to have its own transcendence of light, time, and life. Their transcendent of light, known as the Black Mage, once attempted to destroy Maple World long ago. But he was sealed away by 5 legendary heroes. However, there are signs that he may soon awaken to menace Maple World once more. Extracted from the Shadow Dealer's Intelligence Hub. A wild frontier ripe for adventure. Perhaps it's the perfect place to embark on a training mission of my own. Okay. Pandemonium and Pantheon! A couple of odd children have been hanging around Pantheon. They had pointy ears and strange wings. The council leader was furious with them and kicked the kids out. Apparently, they weren't there intent on traveling through the interdimensional portal. Rumors from Pantheon. Okay, so pointy ears and strange wings. So that might have been in reference to the Ilium and the Arc classes. Ilium is actually part of the Verdant flora and kind of got selected to be like a, I don't know what you would call it, a vessel for a relic of the Verdant flora. And Arc was actually a modern version of what Adele is. Had a falling out, got infected by a specter, and now kind of has this whole, like, Ichigo Kurosaki thing kind of going on with his powers, where he has to fight his own subconscious to stay in control. Pointy ears and wings. Could these children be Flora? And why were they trying to travel to another dimension? If there are several of these interdimensional portals, surely they must have reason to travel to the one at Pantheon. Perhaps they intend to defect to the Flora from the Flora? I wonder if they can tell me something about me or my own timeline. Okay, and then the last one, the High Flora Knights. Grandis, A History, Volume 14. The seat of the God King had long been protected by the extraordinary knights in his service. However, this practice ended with the reign of the previous God King. The knights vanished about the same time the previous God King died. It is believed that most of the knights perished in the insurrection, but little can be determined for sure. Few records from the time of the incident are publicly available. The disappearance of the King's knights. Perhaps I'll discover more about my own past by looking into their fates. Alright, that's everything. I have no more questions. I know that I was one of the King's knights, and that I fought in the Civil War before being sealed away. But I have nothing to go on about my fragmented memories. Surely there is someone out there who can provide me with answers about my past. Alright, cool! Someday I will save all of Restonia. Well, what do you think, Adele? Was any of the information Brooke and Laddie drudged up helpful? Yes, I believe I have a clear vision of where I should be headed next. You've already decided? That other realm. This Maple World. I will go there and seek answers regarding my past. You're traveling to another dimension? I suppose that means we won't be seeing very much of each other. I'll be really sad to see you go, but if it's for a good cause, it can't be helped. If there's anything our journey together has made clear, it's that I'm nowhere near ready to assume the throne. That's why I've resolved to embark on my training mission alone. I have to learn to depend on myself. Consider your contract as my knight fulfilled. You're free to go. I'm sure you have your own goals you want to achieve, right, Adele? Brooke and Laddie should be able to help you with your search for your lost memories. They have connections both within and beyond this kingdom that will be of use to you. By the way, this is a skill you can use to instantly return to Restonia. Whenever you feel homesick during your training, feel free to come back and visit. Also, I'd like you to hold on to the knight's token I gave you. I meant what I said before. When the day comes that I'm ready to be king, I'd like you to once again serve as my knight. I promise next time we meet, I'll have grown a little wiser and a little stronger. Thank you so much for all your help, Adele. I'll see you again, Jerome. Until we meet again, Adele. I'll miss you too, Boo.
You know, if they would ever do an anime of this, right there would be a goodbye kiss. Just straight up. You know, it's gotta happen. Like, they go to walk away, he goes to walk away, Adele stops him, turns around, and just plants a big one right on his lips. It's gotta happen.
I hope that you accomplish that dream of yours. I respect what you're setting out to do, but should you ever find yourself in peril, you need only call out my name. Wherever you are, I'll find you.
All right. Continuing on.
Boss, I never really made much of all that talk about your dream of becoming king. But after everything we've been through together, I'm sure now that you'll be a great one. It was your leadership that united the uprising to save the kingdom, even if you botched the operations from time to time.
Brooke, this is no time to criticize the boss. Just say he's lots of room for improvement.
Is that not the same thing?
Anyways, is there anything you want us to look into while you're gone?
I'd like you to continue looking into the God King's knights.
I think we've dug up everything there is to find out.
But we'll keep looking into it.
I can pay you for your efforts.
Come on, we can't accept any payment from you.
You're the boss's knight.
Just leave it to us.
So where will you go now?
To another dimension.
If you want to travel to Mapleworld, you'll have to get to the Great Temple in Pantheon. Be careful. That place is hostile to Flora.
The best way to Pantheon is by way of Savage Terminal. Shadow Dealer Seiya at the dock should be able to take you there.
Shadow Dealer Seiya. I see. Then I'll be on my way.
Goodbye, legendary knight.
We'll reach out when we found something.
To travel to the other realm, I must visit Pantheon's great temple. According to Laddie, Seiya at the dock can arrange passage.
Let's go! I got my maple positioning system active. Okay. Brap, brap. Yeah, that was a sound that, especially when you're in the old school traveling days, when you would go to the ships that would take you between continents, especially between Victoria Island and Orbis, that was the sound that would always happen. Just ha ha. It was pretty cool. All right, Seiya, what say you?
Seiya is a lot. Just so much. All the time. My name...
Oops.
Beckle. Seiya's running the transportation side of things. To talk to her if you want to go somewhere. Or she'll talk to you.
Okay, what do you got?
Hazul, shadow dealer. Want to go to another town? Then talk to Seiya. Want something else? Bother someone else.
Okay, so
Hey there, I'm Seiya. I was just dispatched from Shadow Dealer's HQ to take charge of transportation arrangements here. You want to go to another town? Do you?
ask Seiya questions.
Oh, you got questions? Well, I probably got answers. What do you want to know?
What happened to the people who were here?
Oh, I ate them with with a gorgeous Chianti, of course.
What?
I'm joking. It's a joke. Eating people upsets my stomach. That's another joke. If you're talking about Sesori and everyone, look, they're right here. We're in business together now, and they just let me handle all the talking. I had to team up with them when they saw how cute they are. And best of all, I've become friends too, not just business partners. I help wrangle customers and handle the maps while Sesori and the others' friends sail the wind. It's amazing how different people can come together to build something amazing, don't you think? That's the best part of being a shadow dealer. Any more questions?
Are the shadow dealers in the transportation business now?
Well, that and the chance to run this expansion myself, plenty of merchants would have come in here with their purses swinging, eager to drive out the competition. But I think it's far better if we pool our efforts to serve the market.
Did you really need to expand, though?
Of course! If we hadn't, another branch would have. You can't make a mistake of taking an organization as a single group with an overarching policy. We're all shadow dealers, but we're all independent too. Each branch is responsible for setting its own prices, policies, and conducting its own affairs. We're family, of course, but think of us as cousins, not siblings. For example, those Elysium shadow dealers are close with the Nova and often work against the Flora. They have to be, if they want to operate there. While on the other hand, that one guy, who was his name again? Oh yeah, Mr. Hazard. He's been on bad terms with the Nova for years, but works with the Flora a lot. Each branch has its own interests, but as long as they respect the other branches and don't undercut them, we can all call themselves shadow dealers. HQ handles branch disputes, of course, but they're pretty hands-off in the day-to-day operations. When a branch expands or splits off and form a new branch, they can petition HQ for fiscal or military support. Usually they get some mercenaries or gold sent their way, but for the most part, our expansion has slowed down. Actually, that's why HQ backed our expansion here. They decided that getting into the transportation business was the best way to strengthen the ties between existing branches. Some of the branch directors are leery of HQ's oversight, but they all seem to see the benefit in monopolizing transportation business. We'll be able to coordinate our expansion and trade initiatives far more smoothly if we don't need to constantly bribe middlemen. Depending on how we do here, we might even have a network of freight or passenger couriers traveling all over Grandis soon.
Should you be telling me all this? It seems like something you should keep secret.
I'm not worried. If you already know our plans, it'll be easier to recruit you if we need some help. And besides, even if they sack me, I can just sail the winds with Sesori. I made sure there weren't any confidentiality clauses in my contract anyway. We all have our vices. Gossip just happens to be mine. If I had to pick out a lineup of people who were the least capable of keeping a secret, it would have to be bards, sailors, and me. Any more questions?
I think we'll stop there for now because we got stuff to go.
Savage Terminal? Oh, to walk those streets where the dreams are made and ruined with every step. Let's go! Oh, before we leave, you gotta sign this agreement. Don't worry, it's nothing nefarious. You just have to help out if something happens along the way.
let's go. Do. Yay! I'm just making it up. I have no idea what Seiya sounds like. I'm just making it up. But based on what the other shadow dealer says, how Seiya is a lot, I figured, that would work. Ah, yes. We got some funky, fresh music in here. Let's kind of sit and vibe for a minute. This music always gets me. All right. Oh, we got to go back over here. And, we got to keep going. Aha! Pantheon, here we come. Some form of energy barrier and numerous armed guards. I doubt I'll be able to get out of here without trouble.
We have an unauthorized entry! Those pointy ears. Hi, Flora? It must be the enemy spy! Those pointy-eared vermin just don't quit.
Our enemy sent a spy? Just what are they up to this time?
Perhaps this is the perfect opportunity to find out. Why don't we ask them precisely what they're doing here? My eyes aren't what they used to be, but unless I'm mistaken, you are a High Flora Knight. Why have you come to Pantheon?
I've come here to travel through the interdimensional portal. That is all.
And what business do you have traveling to another dimension?
That's all you have to say for yourself? Don't you realize you're outnumbered? This is a waste of time. Let's just get rid of them.
I have no intent of sharing my life story in front of all these strangers. But if I can't find a way to reason with these people...
I don't believe our visitor is a spy. They'd have to be an awfully poor one to walk through the front door. Leave us, please. I'd like to speak to the outsider alone.
The three elders argue amongst themselves for several moments before reaching a consensus. A few moments later, the old priestess begins to speak.
This way, child. I will lead you into the great temple.
If you try anything, Flora, you won't live to regret it.
I believe him. Now that we have a bit of privacy, perhaps you could tell me a little about what you are doing here.
There's something I seek in the other realm.
I see. And might that something perhaps be your past? A knight will emerge from the dark, and with the light as their compass, make their way to the sanctuary of the dragon. This prophecy was delivered unto me only days ago. It is clear to me now you are that knight.
It is true. I was locked away in the void for countless years. I awoke not long ago in the kingdom of Restonia. In broad strokes, you tell the priestess of your adventures thus far, and your hopes of recovering your memories.
Facing your past may bring you great pain, but if you can survive this trial, you will emerge stronger than before. You'll forgive me for further delaying your journey, my dear,
But I must be sure that heart of yours is filled with good intent before I allow you to leave this place. The old woman gazes gently into your eyes, and you find yourself suddenly transfixed. Inside of you beats a noble heart. Yes, you may be relentless in the face of injustice, but I sense you would never willingly do harm to the innocent. Yes, I will allow you to pass through the interdimensional portal. But I would be remiss if I did not point you in the right direction. Another World 2. The elven bowman Athena Pierce serves as a guide to new adventurers arriving in Maple World. You would do well to seek her out when you arrive. Well then, are you ready to leave? Travel through the interdimensional portal and meet with Athena Pierce at the Bowman Instructional School when you arrive. Let's go! There is something I'd like to ask you before I depart. Has anyone else from this land already traveled through the interdimensional portal? A curious question. You will discover the answer on your own in good time. Thank you for allowing me safe passage. I'll be going now. Things seem dire for a moment, but it appears I'll be allowed to travel to the other realm. I hope my travels there might jog loose some memories I've forgotten. So this is Maple World, a land in another dimension. It's more serene than I expected.
Looks like we have yet another strange visitor. Are you an explorer from another dimension?
Who are you?
Why, I'm the best pilot in Maple World.
Ah, I see. What is a pilot?
You're probably heading to the Bowman Instructional School, right?
The Bowman Instructional School?
Yes, a school where Athena Pierce helps new adventurers find their footing in the world. Seeing as you're not from around these parts, you might consider going there when chat with her.
Athena Pierce. Away we go. Maybe. Okay, we got ourselves a story bubble. Cool. Exploring Maple World. I would be wise to seek guidance before setting out in this strange new world. I should head to the Bowman Instructional School and meet with this Athena Pierce. All right. Wait, that's Sleepywood. Hennessy's is this way. Oh, that was cool. And I'll take the little shortcut mushroom here. Go across town. There we go. All right. Athena, my girl! Ah, you're our latest visitor from another dimension. It's Adele, isn't it? Fennel sent word to expect you. Aiding Maple World. There we go. Anyways, it's nice to meet you. I'm Athena Pierce. You can think of me as a local representative for the explorers of this land. One of the first things I recommend to new arrivals is to think about what it is you're hoping to get out of your adventures here. Is there something you want to achieve? The life of an adventurer is intertwined with the lives of everyday people. The adventurer protects the community, and in exchange, the people provide weapons, armor, lodging, food, and medicine. If you want to live a long life, it's important to give back to the community. As you begin to explore our world,
why not lend a hand here and there with the local population? If you're interested, I can tell you about places that would benefit from your help. Shall I point you in the direction of communities in need? All right then, give me a few moments to sort out through various aid requests I've received to find you a fitting assignment. I believe these 4 requests would be a good fit for someone of your talents. We have requests for L&L Ferry Academy, Gold Beach Resort, Rienna Strait, and the Secret Forest of Elodin. Any of these locations would be grateful for your help. Obviously, it's up to you to decide which request you want to accept. If you want, you could even choose all of them. I hope you'll make many friends here in Maple World, and that you find whatever it is you've come looking for.
All right. So now let me see about making sure that I get stuff together. Okay. Hidden memory 4. No. I want to make sure that I get them in the correct order. Okay, so currently we're like level 30. So I want to make sure I get all of this right. 40 to 41. Okay. All right. Okay, so hidden memory 4. Let's go. Hold on, let me see. Can I check it out from here? Skill. I guess it doesn't quite work this way. All right. So we'll start. Hidden memory 4. I've received a letter from Fennel, the Nova Priestess of Pantheon's Great Temple. I wonder what it's about. While we were investigating you, we discovered an item that came into our possession quite some time ago. An item connected to the prior God King. I've asked Angelic Buster of the Nova to deliver the item to you. If now is a good time, would you come and meet with her?
All right, let's go!
Angelic Buster will be waiting for you at the Elysium hideout. I hope your encounter there proves illuminating.
Oh, hey! You're that knight from Fennel told me about. You were, like, stuck in some weird pocket dimension, right? Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Angelic Buster, hero of the Nova. I'm a warrior and an idol. This girl can do it all. So much for lightening the mood. I don't know whether you used to work for Jaren Darmore back in your day, but after you get your memories back, you're gonna have to pick a side. I suggest you pick us over that monster. Who knows? Maybe your whole amnesia deal is a blessing in disguise? You can drop all the baggage of the past and just decide who you want to be now. Oof, this conversation's really gone off the rails. Anyway, here's that thing Fennel wanted me to give you. Before you go, there's something I need to get off my chest. My people were brutally massacred by Darmore. Anybody that serves him is my enemy. I hope Fennel wasn't wrong about you.
I think it's about time I left this place.
All right. So let's see. I need to change channels really quick. There we go.
All right. And did she give us a thing? Does not appear so. All right. Hidden Memory 4. I'd better find a safe place before I see what's inside this. I'll be quite vulnerable if it contents evoke a memory of my past. All right, let's go! Inside the box, you find a helmet identical to those used by the God King's knights. A familiar emblem conjures up a memory of the past. Oh, here we go! The Lord's mightiest blades. Those who protect the Einherjar, the door to the royal palace. Few knights ever prove themselves worthy of this title. We knights of the Einherjar are trusted with this sacred responsibility. He was a stocky, muscular knight with a proud demeanor. His words were weighted with intensity and passion. His young comrades looked to him with eager anticipation. But our days will not always be glorious. His face became serious. Today, you may celebrate your ascension to knighthood, but tomorrow, your work begins. We are our Lord's last line of defense. We must be prepared to withstand any kind of pain. He gazed upon his fellow knights with somber resolve. Only then can we protect the Einherjar. And so, the young knights made their pledge, for each to forge theirself into a blade that never yields. They etched those oaths upon their hearts. Okay. Well, at least they took it seriously. The royal knights of the Einherjar. Like me, they were tasked with defending the gates of the palace. But how did such steadfast comrades come to be divided? All right. Now let me check stuff. This is 60 or above, okay. This is 75. Root Abyss. Let's see. Arena Strait, Edelstein, Alliance Mission to Oswan. Deal with the Broker to Pantheon. Lost Temple Keeper, Cry for Help. Okay, Strange Letter, Those Who Remained. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. You make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. Invitation to... This is 75. Okay. To Pantheon. Okay, so the next one should be third job advancement. Okay. This is not that one just yet. Okay. So third job advancement. Here we go. I hear something calling out to me. It's the voice from the knight statue. Should I heed its call? As soon as I open my mind to the fountain's voice, a mysterious light swirls around me. The image of Restonia's town square appears in the distance, rapidly drawing closer. You who are beloved by the sword, answer the call.
As I reached out to touch the mysterious light, something astonishing happened. Those memories etched somewhere in the depths of my soul, shrouded in darkness for countless years, at long last filtered to the surface.
Oh, here we go!
Reinforcements should be here soon. We've got to hold on.
Adele, even our reinforcements have abandoned us.
For the crime of defying the God King, you have been sentenced to death!
You traitor!
This is your last chance, Adele. Surrender yourself now before it's too late. If you repent, the God King might just forgive you. Self-righteous to the last, huh? Today, I will finally put an end to our tedious rivalry!
Hurry! Secure the criminal!
Wizards, to the gate! The Einherjar, the gate to the royal palace. I can't believe it's been destroyed.
The woman from the masquerade. She acted as though I were the traitor. The crime of defying the God King. Does that mean I'm the one who betrayed him? But why? What could I have possibly had to gain? The light swallowed in darkness is the brightest of all. All right. Cool. The mysterious light has awakened something within you. A strength buried deep within. All right. I don't believe it. Me? Betraying my own liege? How could such a thing be possible? Why would I betray the Lord I promised to defend my own life, with my own life? All right, so, being that we have all the points, we're just going to put all the points. Okay. And this is probably where I'm going to call it for today. I mean, we do still have a little bit left in the story to go because we actually, if I remember correctly, we actually have to talk to both Ilium and Ark to help recover like the last bit of our memories. But that is going to be, I think it's going to be it for today. No, we got time for one more hidden memory. So let's go. Hidden memory. Well, hold on. Let me make sure that we, let's see. This is 80 to 84. Oh, okay. That's in progress. Okay. This is 100. Invitation to Reeve. 75. Okay, so actually, you know what? No, we're going to call it here because we have some stuff that I want to make sure I get correct and want to make sure that I also include the story parts that we can, just to make sure, do some research, make sure I get all the story parts of it. But that is where we are going to end it today. So thank you all for coming. I hope you're at least mildly entertained by what you saw here. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. So, the next stream will be a Twitch-only stream. And that's going to be on Wednesday, starting at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where I'm going to be working on Maplestory, the novel A New Dawn. It's the third book in the series. that I've been working on since like 2011. If you want to check it out, all 3 books, Sacred Tears, Guardians, and now A New Dawn, is over on Wattpad and or Inkit, if you want to check it out. I just started uploading A New Dawn. I have the prologue and the first chapter up if you want to check it out. And if you do check it out, be sure and leave a comment and let me know what you think. And also, if you guys want to, on that Wednesday stream, if you guys want to come along and continue working out your stories or asking for advice, you can ask people in chat. You can ask me. I don't know everything, but I'm willing to share what I do know. And we'll have ourselves a good time, as well as some epic sounding music. And then on Friday, this coming Friday, we're going to go back into Satisfactory while I work on the Aluminum Factory some more. And we are also going to be reading some stories based on this prompt here. Now, last week was the end of the previous prompt. This week is the new one. But if you did have a story you want to have read from the previous prompt, by all means, feel free to share it. It's not like exclusively, like if you missed it, it's not that like, oh no, I missed it. You are more than welcome to share previous ones. And this prompt this week is, there is a bounty on your head, but the crime was never stated. Ooh, let's see what you guys got going on there. Let your imagination run wild and let's see what happens. And then back on Sunday, once again, we're going to see if we can finish up the Adele storyline once and for all complete, all the way through to the end, and we shall see where it takes us. But for now, that is going to be it. Thank you all for coming. I hope you were at least mildly entertained, and I will see you on the next one.
There's a feeling deep inside. Let it be your prayer. Show me the power you can hide.
Thanks everyone for coming to the stream, and I hope to see you again next time. If you want to catch whenever I go live, subscribe or follow to become a coin of the vault so you never miss a thing. Wherever you're viewing from, have a look around my YouTube channel for more stuff, including the audiobooks of Maplestory the novel Sacred Tears, Sly Cooper Rise of Vexen, and Arcane. Each story is fully voice acted with sound effects and background music so that you can sit down and watch or listen to while you go about your day. You can also find all kinds of previous storylines from Maplestory that I've already done. So, until next time, my friends.
Never be afraid to fall. Throw yourself into it. Victory's waiting for you. Go fight, show your energy. Don't slow down, no time to wait. Nothing's stopping you now. It's gonna be your day. Hopes and wishes never fade. Fight to make them stronger. Nothing will take them from you. Go fight, show your